Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to the replay. Thanks for joining me today for another card. I found a really cute idea. I shouldn't say cute because it's for a more formal sympathy card, but it had a really nice design, and I think that this design can really be adapted to any type of mood or theme that you want for your cards. So, hey, Mary. I am just getting this shared over to the group. Hey, Mom. And then I'll start with the card. Let's see, where should we go? There we go. Let's find that. Share that over to the group. And we're ready. Okay, good deal. So I have this stamp set that I haven't used yet, Treasured Memories. It's got a few different floral pieces and lots of sympathy type of sentiments for the outside and the inside. I think that some of these longer ones would go really well inside the card, and that would really help when you're at a loss for words. So this is a good stamp set to kind of have in your stash for those types of occasions. Hopefully you don't have to use it too much. But even if you're just using like thinking of you, that's a good, anytime sentiment. So we're going to use this stamp set today. I also pulled out some grosgrain ribbon and some twine just to see which one we might be able to embellish with, which one looks good after we get to that point. I did cut my card base out of this blue sapphire. It's 8 by 9 inches and then scored in half so that it's 4 by 9 inches. And then I cut some linen at, 375 by 875. And then a piece of white daisy, which we'll be stamping on at, what would that be? 8.5 by 3.5. So we're going to stamp on the white. And what I want to do is create like a half circle of actually what I want to use is just this little leafy branch all the way up and around, and then come through with some random leaves, and then just a few flowers here and there in some spots, and then we'll put our sentiment. So I don't have a protractor in my toolbox, and I guess that's something I could use, but I do have plates in my kitchen, and so just to give me that little arc, I want to lightly draw with a pencil. I'm just going to trace around the edge of the plate to give me that that half circle, and it just gives me a place to put my stem so that I can kind of keep in a shape that doesn't get too wonky. So it'll help give me some definition, and then I can just erase it at the end. Hello, Rhonda. So let's see here. Hello, Martha. I did pull out pretty much just the sapphire ink to go with this, and I think if we do first and second generation stamping, that'll give us some good tones in there, but keep everything kind of monochromatic. So that's kind of my idea with this. I'm going to get a stamping sheet so that I can keep my work surface clean. And let's see here. So we've got kind of nice and curvy and open shaped, and then this other stamp that you can see right here is solid shape. So we might even be able to put some of these in as well to give us some darker coverage. But I think we're going to start with one stamp at a time and we'll work our way up. I did want to maybe do some splatters, but I was afraid it might make the card look too dirty. So we're going to just try it clean, and then another day maybe we'll try it with the splatters and see how that goes. So I'm just going to test it out. And I can already see that this block is going to be too big. But I don't know if I have anything smaller. You can take it back to the kitchen, please. I used them to draw a circle.
We have this big.
No, I think this is going to be the smallest size block that I have for this. So we're just going to have to be careful that we just stamp down directly. Cool. I'm kind of not even doing, well, I guess because this is an open style stamp, we'll just have to do it with the solid ink.
Okay. I'm not a genius, but I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, like, I'm Oscar, and that's, like, right under genius. What if you, like, stamp out each and every one of them and place them on top of each other, and then you can do the
splatter? Well, I'm not doing the splatter because I want to still keep it I still want to keep it clean. So that's really
genius in me. I know.
Okay. So that should give us, I'm still going to put this underneath so that when that solid hits, it'll still be nice. And I know, I want to overlap in some places. We've got a few people watching. Hey, Missy.
Mary, Christy, Melissa, Grandma.
Okay. So I'm wondering if we didn't just obscure that way, way, way too much. And I think we did. Will you bring me that plate back? I'm going to do it again. I don't like it. It was too much. It was too much. And I can't turn it over because I think then you can see through the Dora. So, what do you do? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So what did we say that our dimensions were? 8.5 by 3.5. So. You know, sometimes it just works out, right? Sometimes not. Okay. We're going to try it again. That didn't take us too long, so we didn't lose too much time. I'm going to take my plate and just draw my half circle. So I did like...
Just in case.
I did like how this stamped. Sorry.
What'd you do?
It didn't work because I didn't have my pencil lid out.
You see, I'm genius for keeping it there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Oscar moved higher than genius.
Okay. Okay, so there we go. Y'all can laugh at me. That's okay.
But not at me. Oscar.
Hello, Miss Finley. Hello, Giada. Okay, so that gives us our half circle. Maybe if we just put in the leaves, that'll help give us some darker little spots. We'll try that and see how that does. So maybe wherever we put these darker flowers, we'll have to, or these darker leaves is where we'll have to put the flower. I'm gonna skip this one because I think that one was what was muddying up our look there. Now, I do have this flower. Which will stamp like that. I wonder if we shouldn't stamp those and color them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. One. This is gray.
I don't think it matters.
It matters to me. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cut these out and then we'll put them on with a little bit of. Where are my scissors?
No, you have like 20.
Then we'll put them on with just the tiniest little pop dot. And I think that's gonna come out a whole lot better.
Flip it around, it's white.
Don't mark on that. I need that too. That's why I have that here. Anything that's in the scratch box you can use.
Scrap.
So then there we go. That'll give us a little bit of dimension on each one that we pop up. I wonder though if we would have used some watercolor too. Hey Jaime, how are you? It's good to see you the other day. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I think we are on the right track here. This stamp set does not have a thin cuts. That would have been nice. But I think this flower is easy enough to cut out. Tell you what, if you were gonna make multiple cards, you could definitely just stamp a bunch of these and then sit in front of the TV or something and just cut away. Okay, there we go. There we go. Get us some pop dots. And I'm going to get the thin ones just to keep the profile low on these flowers. I also need to erase that circle before we go any further. Oh my gosh, we've got some people outside that are being super loud.
You want me to tell them to be quiet?
No. Okay, now let's just find our eraser and get rid of that pencil mark. I do wonder how the watercolors would look. Let's try it here. Let's try it on the one we messed up. On the one I messed up. I'll never blame you when I mess up. But I gotta see it. I think I need it toned down. That seems a little too bright. Let me add in some gray. Oh yeah. Oh, what have we watercolored our leaves? Oh, I like that. I really, really like that. Okay. We don't even have to do all of them. We can just do some.
What if you did like an ombre effect? Or would it be too small?
I don't know. Well, yeah, the leaves themselves are too small to do ombre, so. I guess we're doing a few more. I really like that. That watercolor made all the difference to me. And it doesn't even have to be like super duper like filled in or stay in the lines. It's just kind of abstract. But it does add color. Coming back through and adding just a tiny touch of a darker blue on the inside. I'm so glad we tried that. Hello, Danielle. Okay, see, just a little bit of watercolor, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Okay, before I add on these flowers though, I think what I need to do is put on my sentiment so that I can know exactly where it's going to go, and then that way I don't put it over a flower unnecessarily. So I think what I'd like to do is the thinking of you, and we can emboss that in white so that it'll stand out. And ignore the sounds coming out from outside my house. The guys are doing guy things. Whatever those things are. Let's see. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. I hate to not say hello when you're in here. Sometimes I miss the, I'll do it that way. Sometimes I miss the names as they come in, so I don't want to do that. We need white embossing powder. You know, I noticed yesterday with the black embossing powder, some of it was not like heating up and melting, but it did leave behind some black lettering. I thought that was odd, but helpful. let's just get this trimmed up. So I kind of wanted it to one side because I do want to do a slight little dovetail on this end. I think that'll be, oh yeah, that'll be nice and pretty. And then I have some linen, so it's not white. Here you can see there's a white daisy and here's the linen paper, so that I can back this onto. So that it'll have a little bit of contrast as well to the white daisy. I just barely want any border. Okay. And then I think I can just cut it by hand. So we'll know if that's gonna go, we can, right about here, this will let us put all our flowers on. So let's start building up our card. Okay. I'm missing a flower here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5. There it is. No, this is the 5th one. 1, 2, yeah, that's what we needed. 5. Okay, we're good. We're good. I think though that's, so the grosgrains we're not gonna go. We're gonna have to use the twine. I just want to tie some around this edge and just make a knot so that we have a little bit of texture. And we'll pop it up so that it's not, so that the string's not in the way. Okay, and then I'll just scooch it over. There we go. We can kind of even rotate it so that we get our knot towards the bottom and it doesn't get in the way of that T. See, and we'll just pop it up right there. Good, good, good. And where's my foam tape? Put a little bit on this side. But then I'm also gonna use, I guess, probably a little bitty strip on there. I need some on that side so that my string doesn't accidentally fall off. There we go. Hey Steve, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to put it right about here. And then I can put my flowers on. I'm gonna cut that. There we go. That way it looks like it's tucked under. I tried to pick up that stamped one. So hilarious. Okay, there we go. So that is nice and clean. And now I'm wondering how that watercolor, or if we flick the watercolor on, or if we flick some shimmer pen on. So I'm gonna take this practice one that we had and kind of see what it would look like. I don't know. That does kind of look kind of messy, right? Is that a no? And that's a no. I think it does look kind of messy. It looks like you spilled it. So we're gonna go no. But I do have this blue shimmer pen that I can come back on some of these. Some that are a watercolor. I don't think that I want to put the shimmer pen on the flowers themselves. At least not the blue shimmer pen. I think I might come back and do the clear shimmer pen. Well, that would probably be a better use. There we go. There we go. We got a few of the dark blue shimmers. And now we'll use some of the clear shimmer. Oh, I think that really does help. And it kind of helps my ink get a little bit darker, since on some of it, it was a little bit light. It's kind of pulling some of that ink up. See, my tip is getting a little discolored, but we should be able to wipe it off. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna leave it at that because I think that we've got enough stuff on it, and I think my hands have enough stuff on them that I don't want to play with this any further and get it any more in trouble. But I think the next time I try this, I'm gonna do it maybe with a little bit of a patterned background, maybe something that's real subtle, or already pre-printed. I don't know. We'll have to play with it and see what other kind of background would work for it. Okay, so there it is. There's the whole card. Yeah, you can see it. Thank you, Martha. There it is. And it does shimmer. I think, let me see if I can get that close enough for you to see. I hate that I can see stuff like in person and then I just can't see it on the camera, so I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's there. The shimmer is there. Okay, that's the card. That is our card for today. Thank you guys for joining me for another card. We've been doing really well. I mean, we've been doing this since April 7th. We've been going live every night since April 7th. And I realized that the other day I said I would do those card giveaways. And then I set the cards to the side and I forgot to keep a tally of everybody's names who did the commenting, the sharing, etc. So I'm going to go back through, try and get that list all together, and do the drawing for the 2 sets of card boxes. So thanks you guys for being patient and waiting on me, and y'all could have reminded me, but we'll get it done. So thanks for coming in. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.